opening this gallery changed your life?
I'm a lot more busy. I work like 80 hours a day instead of 20.
Well, where do you see it going? You can't continually keep up 80 hours a week forever, especially with a kid and
yeah, no, I mean,
life.
as far as my volunteer work goes to help downtown, other people are popping up that are able to help manage that, like the music walk, art walk, monthly events. A guy named Richard Molick just popped up and he's helping out a huge amount with music walk.
Okay.
And then, Art Walk, the management duties of that are fairly distributed. Jamie from Happenings Magazine really helps that out a ton.
Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, it's just one of those things that as I go along and am becoming more and more successful, things like the graphic design jobs and that type of thing are going to be falling along the wayside, and I'm just not going to be able to do them.
Okay. Now, I know you have music out back here. Are there particular bands that you like working with? Is there anybody coming up that you would like to mention?
Well, the next music walk coming up is actually a special Latin-themed event that my friend Ed Lopez is helping put together.
Okay, and that is for...
That's for this coming April.
Okay.
I think it's the 16th.
Okay.
You might have to check on that.
Okay.
But that one ties in with a big Latin dance event that's happening at the Arbourside on Saturday. So it's like Friday is Latin music walk and Saturday is this big Latin dance live event.
Now, is the music walk going to start getting more themed, or is this
No,
just
this is just kind of a one-time thing for now. I mean, we're open to doing things like that just to keep it fresh. But Ed is a great guy, and he is pretty much handling most of the elements that go along with it.
Now, do you have bands for Art Walk, or is it just strictly for music walk? Or
when we started, we used to have bands for Art Walk, but what happened is that when Music Walk came along, we were a little bit concerned that Art Walk, if we had bands during that, it would be too similar to Music Walk.
Okay, so what we blur the lines, kind of.
Yeah, so what we decided was to keep Art Walk a little bit more mellow, and we have the What We Do drummers usually.
Okay.
They're like some belly dancers and a whole group of guys that drum and some guys that does guitar work, and so it's like it is a musical thing that happens, but it's a different vibe. Yeah, it's a different vibe, and that's what we wanted.
Okay.
But for Music Walk, typically, like throughout the year, a lot of the bands that we love to have, we love to feature new bands and young bands that are original. But the bands
specifically from here?
From the area. But we have had bands from out of the area come in, and it's all volunteer based.
Okay.
But we really prefer the original bands.
Okay.
We After the Fact plays a lot. Jose Garzon and his band FLF are going to play in May with After the Fact. Ghost Dog is another band that's going to be playing again. Love and War plays all the time, as much as we can have them. They play. There's a few more. I don't want to leave anybody out, but there's a lot.
Okay.
We've become known for having really good venue for original bands.
Okay. When you are doing your own art, what style would you say that is?
It's definitely influenced by comic book art, but it also has some kind of pop and Japanese tattoo-oriented stuff in it now.
Okay, do you do paintings?
Yeah.
You do, and do you display here? Or
yeah, I've got a show coming up in June that I need to get working on.
Okay, what are you calling it? Does it have a title?
No, not right now.
No.
I'm in the process of working on a bunch of original art for the Dean building over here.
Okay.
It's like an office building, and
now is there going to be a permanent display?
Yeah.
Okay, how many pieces?
I think about 6.
Okay.
But it'll be like historic downtown Fort Myers meets like Attack of Giant Monsters. So that's kind of been the vibe of a lot of what I've been doing for downtown is like mixing the historic elements of Fort Myers with more like pop, contemporary, cool kind of stuff.
Okay.
I try to do that with pretty much everything I do downtown.